Story 1. The Night Janitor's Last Round. When I was 17, I worked a part time job, helping the janitor at my high school during summer break. The school was completely empty at night. No teachers, no students, just me, the janitor, and miles of silent hallways. One evening, around 10 p.m., we were cleaning the second floor when the intercom suddenly crackled to life. A woman's voice calmly said, "Attention, students. School is now dismissed." The janitor froze. The school hadn't used that recording in years. We checked the office. The PA system was turned off. The janitor looked pale. He told me something that I didn't need to know. A teacher had died from a heart attack in one of the upstairs classrooms years earlier. Every summer, someone reported hearing the dismissal announcement after hours. We left it off and kept working. At midnight, we were locking up. As we passed room 214, we heard desks scraping across the floor. Not one desk either, several. Like an entire classroom being rearranged. The room was locked, the lights were off. We opened the door and every desk was perfectly lined up except for one. One desk sat alone facing the wall. On it was a single piece of paper, written in fresh pencil. Class isn't over, and neither of us have finished our shift. The basketball court. Our school gym was connected to the main building through a long hallway. One night, my friend and I snuck in to retrieve a backpack he'd forgotten. The gym lights were off, but the moonlight came through in high windows. As we crossed the court, we heard a basketball bounce. We immediately stopped, and we just heard another bounce. It sounded like it came from the far end of the court. My friend whispered to me, "Someone's here." We called out, no answer. The ball bounced again, very close this time. We turned on our flashlights and nothing. No basketball. It was empty. Then we noticed something. The sound wasn't coming across the court, it was moving through the air. Each bounce came from a different location, getting closer every time. The half court, the free throw line, just a few feet away. Then it stopped. We stood there in complete silence. A second later, the scoreboard suddenly lit up. The clock displayed 0-0, and underneath it, where the score should have been, two players. It showed us that there were two players on the court. We ran. The next morning, we learned that decades later, two students had died during the nighttime break in when the old bleachers collapsed. Story 3. The Security Camera. My uncle worked security at a middle school. One night he was alone in the office watching the camera feeds. Around 1:30 a.m., he noticed something strange. A girl was standing in the third floor hallway. Long dark hair, white shirt. She was perfectly still. He assumed someone had broken in. He radioed for police and continued watching. The girl didn't move, not even once. 5 minutes passed, then 10 minutes. She's still standing there. The police arrived and began searching the building. They checked the third floor. Nobody. Michael watched them on the camera. As the officers searched, he switched back to the hallway feed. The girl was still there, standing exactly where she'd been. The police literally walking through the same hallway, yet they never saw her. He called one of the officers directly and told them to look at the camera. The officer stopped, looked directly at where the girl was standing, then said, "There's nobody here." At that moment, the girl slowly turned her head towards the camera, not towards the officers, but towards him, towards the security office, and smiled. The camera feed went black, and when it came back, she was gone. The school later discovered something unsettling. The hallway camera had been disconnected for over 6 months. It wasn't even supposed to be working. Schools are creepy enough during the day. At night, they feel like places that forgot they're supposed to be empty.